Last game wiped me out. Now I only have $46.41 left in my account. For context, before the football season started, I had a lot more than that. So take my advice at your own discretion. Either way, we got to be diligent about these picks for the Steelers-Bucks game because we only have so much left in the account. And just like that, we could be wiped out if we're not careful, and then we got to put more deposits in. No, we're trying to do the opposite. We're trying to stack that account back up. So we'll do what we always do. We'll preview the game, and then we'll also go over the investments we made. Starting off with the quarterback, it is the NFL. It's all about the quarterback. Kenny Pickett, I got two bets for him. The passing touchdown over, the line set at 1.5. The odds are plus 196. Put $5 on that for a $14.80 payout, which is essentially doubling your money, almost a $10 profit. Also have him over on the passing yards, 235.5 is the line that I got it at. I think it's actually moved up a little bit by a yard or two. It's around 237 right now, but the odds, minus 114. Put $10 on that for an $8.77 payout. My thinking is with our starting three cornerbacks being out, we're going to have to put up some points. So the offense got to roll through Pickett. Trust him, let him sling the rock. Be on the attack and not the defensive. Roll with the pass first and let that set up the run as opposed to vice versa. And I've hinted at this strategy multiple times on the podcast, but I like what I saw from the Packers whenever they faced the Bucs a few weeks ago and how they handled their offense in the first half. They were moving the ball very well. They would have put up 21 points had it not been for a fluky turnover in the red zone. But they were utilizing a strategy I think should be very familiar to us in Matt Canada because it was a bunch of what he's known for. RPOs, bootlegs, screen passes, and just quick passes in general. So work for the Packers. Why can't we do something like that? I get they have Aaron Rodgers, but obviously Pickett showed in the first game and a half that he's capable of running an NFL offense, and we have better weapons, particularly at the receiver position, over the Packers. So we should be able to replicate something like that. But on the flip side, if we aren't able to get things going on offense early and the Bucs are able to take a little bit of a lead, then obviously we're going to have to throw ourselves back into the game, which is why I think either way Pickett is going to be putting up some numbers. And that's just the perfect segue into some of our wide receiver bets because Pickett's got to have to throw to someone, right? I got Deontay Johnson over 5.5 receptions, odds set at plus 118, so I put $5 on that for a $5.90 profit. And then George Pickens over 4.5 receptions, plus 126 on the odds, $5 to win a $6.30 profit. Reason I like these investments are for similar reasons as to why I think Pickett's going to be putting up stats. We got to pass the ball. And despite the drops, we'll start off with Deontay. He still is the most targeted receiver on this team. Outside of the Jets game, he has gotten double-digit targets in every game he's played thus far. And also, just in last week in Pickett's first start, he had his most targets in 2022 with 13. So despite the drops, Pickett is still going to be looking Deontay's way. And then with Pickens, it's no secret that his workload has been increasing over these last couple weeks. And I don't think it's a coincidence with Pickett getting some playing time that Pickens is getting the ball more. He had 6 receptions over the last 2 games, 80-something yards, also 100 yards. So I don't really see that connection stopping anytime soon either. But clearly we can't pass it every play, so what's going to happen with our rushing attack? I got Najee Harris with an anytime touchdown. Odds set at plus 160, $5 for an $8 profit. I think Najee can get one this game. I imagine it being we get a good series going, get down in the red zone, and just run one in with them. And he's considered 100% healthy with that steel plate being out of his shoe, so he should be better than what we've been seeing these first 5 weeks. At least I hope. And even though it's been considered a lackluster year for Najee, he still, out of the first 5 games, has 3 total touchdowns. So that's a 60% success rate if you're talking about this particular bet being an anytime touchdown. Like, he's always going to have a decent shot of scoring on a game-in and game-out basis considering his workload. But there are talks that it may be decreasing a little bit going forward with the emergence of Jalen Warren. And that's why I have an additional pick for the Steelers run game. Now, this could be considered a little bit of a long shot pick. But we got Jalen Warren for the most rushing yards in the game. $2 for a $22 profit. Odds set at plus 1,100. The way this one occurs is if Jalen Warren gets in the game and he breaks one off, the Steelers keep going to him. And he has somewhat of a breakout game. And this one could be considered a little bit of a hedge with the Najee touchdown, but who's to say both can't happen? And then the last one for the single bets, we got Steelers money line, plus 360 on the odds. $10, which would get me a $36 profit. How we win? Everything I already said about the offensive strategy holds. We just got to execute. No drops, no bullshit. But then on defense, it's just like last week, man. You just got to hang on. Throw up your prayers. If you're a fan, make sure to go to church tomorrow for Sunday. Maybe throw a little bit extra in that offering basket. But really, I think we just got to make them run the ball and then be bend but don't break in the red zone. Just don't give up any of those explosive plays like you did last week against the Bills, because that could be catastrophic. So if we could do that, it could do wonders for the team's chances at success. And of course, we can't forget about our can't miss parlay, where we just throw a bunch of picks together, look at it and say, this can't miss. I do think the can't miss parlay thus far, though, has missed every time. But this is the one where it turns around. We got Kenny Pickett over 225 passing yards, Pickens over 40 receiving yards, Claypool over 25 receiving yards, Deontay over 40 receiving yards, Najee Harris 25 plus rushing yards, and then Steelers plus 14.5. So that is it. Officially, I have all $46 wrapped up in these investments for tomorrow, with only 41 cents to spare in the account balance. We're all in. My final score prediction on the podcast was Steelers win 23-20, and I hope you don't think I'm switching up now. Fuck no. Steelers still win 23-20, sticking with Boz getting that game-winning field goal, and the Steelers gain that much-needed momentum heading into the second half of the season and also into the bye week. But that is it for this edition of Big Deke News. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think of the game tomorrow. If you guys have any bold predictions, score predictions, whatever it is, let me know down in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed. Again, stay chilling. Peace.